What is growing on all my wonderful people of the world? It is your Indiana container gardener, Miss T with the T, out here about to do a September gardening tour and show you guys what I got growing on. I'm going to be harvesting a couple of things, some things are ready to be harvested, show you all the progress that I got going on in my garden. So if you want to see all the stuff that's going on in my garden here in Indiana, then I highly suggest you watch this video.
Who got the tea? Miss T. Ooh, I'm sipping on life, we living the dream.
All right, everybody, so I am your girl, Miss T with the T. I am in Indiana, Zone 6B. I am an outside container gardener, and I just started this journey again back in the beginning, well, probably around April of 2025. And here we are in September. I'm starting my fall garden. Most of my summer stuff, my tomatoes and cucumbers and everything is pretty much gone. So I want to show you guys what I got growing on in my garden. I'm going to harvest a couple of things and show you the progress that I have going on in my garden. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this party started. Okay, so what I have here is my massive patty pan squash. As you can see, her leaves are like bigger than my hand. And as you can see, she has some more flowers coming in. So I'm going to be hand pollinating them. I'm still waiting to get some squash. I'm still waiting to get some squash on here. I never had, this is patty pan squash, by the way. I've never had patty pan squash, but I had the seeds and, you know, we're doing it. I love squash, so you can't go wrong with that, right? I love how big the leaves get on this. It's just bringing out so much color out here on my patio. So that's her. She stays over here. All right, and moving right along, I've been trying to grow cilantro for forever. And here in 6B, our night temperatures are around in the 60s, the low 60s, but my cilantro is just now taking off and flourishing. I love it. I love it. I love it. I think I regrew this maybe 3 times. I grew it in the beginning of summer, and you know, after 2-3 weeks, nothing sprouted out. So then I tried again, and yeah, now we're on our 3rd attempt, and I'm finally getting some cilantro. So amen. Like, so I know I said this before in previous videos, they give you plenty of seeds to keep retrying. Don't give up on the first try if you don't get anything to produce. It could be your soil, it could be the water, it could be temperature. You know, when I say water, I mean like how often are you watering? Some plants require a lot of water, some plants require a little bit of water here and there. So do your research on whatever you are growing. Not all plants grow the same, okay? So moving right along, bring y'all with me. I have these lettuce starts that I got from a nursery because they were on sale, and they are doing just wonderful. Y'all can catch that. Beautiful. This is one of my few leafy vegetables that I don't have in Tool, because as you can see, I have these items over here in Tool because the moths and the critters are like really trying to eat my stuff. Like, they're eating it to a point where I can't even enjoy it because they're taking over. So yeah, this is Paris Island lettuce, and yeah, I think I'm gonna let it, yeah, let's go ahead and pick some, shall we? We're gonna make a sandwich later. I'm gonna go to the store and get some lunch meat, and yeah, we're gonna make a sandwich. Let me put you guys right here. Boop. We're gonna pick some of this lettuce. I got my shears in my basket. I'm excited. I think I got this lettuce probably like in the beginning of September, and now we're here at the end. So I'm just gonna pick off a couple pieces. I like a lot of stuff on my sandwiches. The lettuce, tomatoes, onions, to the point where I feel like my sandwich has more of the garden than it does meat. I'm like I wouldn't say I'm a vegetarian, but I'm like super close. I like my meals with a little bit of meat, but I like all the veggies on my plate. Let me know how you guys are. I'm not 100% there where I can just eat vegetables, but I do enjoy them a lot. a lot. All right, so I got about 4 pieces off. Make me a little lunch meat sandwich later when I get to the store and get some lunch meat. All right, so let me open this up. These are my Brussels sprouts. And I've had them in this tool because they were growing fine. I'm gonna show you here as soon as I open this up. So in Indiana, we had where the weather, it was starting to get cold. So it was less bugs around, less critters, less worms, all that kind of stuff. Then we had a little heat wave and everything started coming back, and they like tore up my Brussels sprouts. My Brussels sprouts were looking so good. Oh, I hear them flying over me now. But as you can see, this middle one, they tore that sucker up. Let me see if I can give you a better view. Now these two on the end are doing fine, but I had to remove some leaves because they were like all up on my stuff, So this one's looking crazy. Hopefully. Yeah. Okay, so hopefully she'll make a comeback there in the middle. But these two on the outside, they're doing pretty good. I got a couple little bite marks. And I checked for worms and stuff. I don't think any worms got in there underneath the tool. But yeah, at least I got those two on the outside that are still striving and surviving. Let me see, cover this bad boy right back up. All right, and back to the herbs. I have some thyme. She is slowly progressing, but she's in there. I don't know. I'm not gonna give up. I have plenty of seeds to keep retrying. Oh. And then here I have rosemary that I got from Texas. I made a roast. My daughter came here last weekend from college, and I made a little roast. And I got put some rosemary in there. It was delicious. Because it's gone. It's gone. Oh. All right, and then here I have an onion that I got from the grocery store, and she started, getting old in there and growing roots or whatnot, so I threw her in some soil. Now I have some green onions to cut these. Matter of fact, we're gonna do that now. We're gonna do that while we're here. And I have ping tongue eggplant over here that's trying to do something. I'm gonna cut this up, and it's just pretty much just an onion that you got from the grocery store. I put in some soil. If you do this, make sure you just cut it the side where it has the roots, and then it will just continue to grow. Yeah, I smell that. Very oniony. Hold on, let me cut this up. Put it in my little harvest basket. I don't want to cut them all because I don't need it all. Yeah, stuff that you get from the grocery store. Groceries are expensive, okay? Let's go there. Very much a onion scent. We got green onions, y'all. So if you can get some at the store and reproduce and grow even better and grow your own, it's a win-win. It's a win-win situation. So here we got onions. Okay, and moving right along to my next bed, or my next pot. And this is an actual tool, by the way. It's actually an old curtain. I had some sheer curtains. I was like, yeah, we doing it. We are doing it. Let me bring y'all over here. This one's a little heavier. This one's a little heavier. I'm gonna flip you around also. Hold on. All right, so I struggled growing for some reason. I think I've been growing my Georgia collards too early, and they weren't producing or growing, or they would grow a little bit and then, they would wilt away. But yeah, just look at that. The most success I've had with the Georgia collards, and not a bite mark on them because I keep them covered. Amen, lights. And here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 Chinese cabbages. Once again, no bite marks. And shout out to CC's Texas Garden. She gave me some purple kohlrabi, and that is finally doing something. It was taking a while, but she's coming. She's coming right along. Let me cover her back up. Well, I'll do that after the video. And then here I have ginger. We still have, it's still 70, 80-ish here, so she's still thriving. So as my ginger starts growing and it starts getting cooler here, I have a garage. She's warm, and I'll put her in there. But as you can see, just a piece of ginger from the grocery store. That was $1. And I have like 3 or 4 stalks in here. There we go. Yeah, I got 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's pretty much, growing and reproducing and all that. So that's awesome. And down here, I have some sweet peppers that I've been growing. nothing on them just yet. That's fine. And what is this? Oh, a piece of cabbage. And she is like thriving. I haven't been down here to check her out in a while. Shout out to you. I might have to up pot that. And then I have some leaf mustards. Oh, that's not a good shot. There we go. Leaf mustards. Broccoli not really doing anything. I kind of like this is the way I garden. Everybody gardens different, but you know, I put like 2 or 3 things in a pot, and then as they grow, then I'll up pot them, because I don't want to have 100 little small containers. I do have some of those little smaller starter pots, but you know, for the most part, if I have an empty space in a bigger pot, I just like, let me put this over here to the side and see what happens. So here I have turmeric, because I was told I can do the same thing that I did with the ginger, was soak it in a wet paper towel, let it root. But I had a squirrel issue, and the squirrel dug it up, and I tried to repot it, and nothing is really coming out here just yet, so I might just RIP that. Let's see, I love Swiss chard. This is growing and thriving and doing its thing. Awesome, awesome, awesome. This mint came from Texas. All right, y'all, so this mint came from Texas. I put it in my luggage and brought it back home with me to Indiana. When I went to Texas, I had to store it in my luggage, and so she kind of got squished, and I had to prune it a lot. Like, she was just like 2 little twigs at one point, but everybody was like, mint grows back, don't you worry about it, Miss T. So yeah, this is called mojito mint, and I had to get it. It was like $1.99 at in Texas at a farmer's market. I was like, oh yeah, I gotta get this mojito mint. Yeah, I gotta have that. So super excited about that. And then over here, once again, stuff from the, once again, little old me, stuff from the grocery store. I had a potato that was budding, and let me show you guys what's going on with this. So just, you know, get you a bag of potatoes, $3-4. When they start to get buds on them or whatnot, cut them, put the buds down at the bottom, and yeah, I got potatoes growing. I was told, you know, to do the 90 days. Don't let them stay in the ground too long, or they'll rot. So I've been watching this closely. I started this in August 22nd, September. So right now it's been 30 plus days. So got a little bit more time. I got about 60 more days on that. Also, when I went to Houston, Texas, I had an opportunity to get, let me turn you guys back around. So when I was in Houston, Texas, I had the opportunity to get a piece of sugar cane. And as you can see, she is growing and thriving. I had 2 nodes, 2 sugar canes, and the other one I kind of pulled back and seen what was going on with its rooting, but the node is not growing. So I guess I just have 1, which is fine. Never had sugar cane. Excited about that. It's coming right along. And once again, once it starts getting cooler here in Indiana 6B, I will move this into my garage. Thai basil in the garden bed is still doing this thing. Let me see. I have some radishes that Don't Hurt the Harvest has sent me, and those are starting to grow. I have some dark green zucchini over here. My camera is just like really. Oh. Okay. Purple top turnips, romaine lettuce, white kohlrabi. I had a piece of garlic, and it's not really doing nothing at the moment. Tomatillos, my second plant down there, right here, is finally starting to grow. I didn't think it was gonna grow. All right, so I don't know how to angle the camera, but your girl got carrots over here. Some of them are starting to get shoulders. I have a live stream video, or I have a live stream that I do Monday through Friday, and some people were asking me, what is actually are you saying when you say your carrots are starting to get shoulders? So I'm gonna show you guys here in just a second. Okay, so once again, here is the carrots. Yay me, super excited. Okay, so here's the carrots. Here are the carrots, growing and thriving. So when somebody says that the carrots are starting to shoulder, and the top part of the carrot is starting to come out of the soil. So we're gonna go ahead and pick a couple of these. I'm gonna pick this one actually. No, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Okay, first little carrot. Not mad at it, not mad at it at all. One of those things where I'm not even a big carrot fan, but I had seeds, so we're doing it. Okay, massive bee just came all up in here in the mix. Okay, let me see if I can find another one. This one is a skinnier one, but we're gonna go ahead and do it. We're gonna do it. Little baby carrot. She's still gonna get used. Let me see. I think I've had one more over here. You can see she's starting to come up out the ground. So we doing it. We doing it. We're gonna go ahead and pull her on out. Look at that. Miss T with the T grew some carrots. Little baby one. That's okay. But these other two, yeah. Go me. We're gonna add that to the little pot over here or the container with our other items, our other little yummies. And moving right along. This corn, I need to go back over there and get my shears. So this has been brown for a while. Altogether I have 6 stalks. And I can feel right now she's only partially grown. But we're gonna go ahead and pick her off because they said once the silks start turning brown and it's like detached kind of from the stalk, it's time to pick her. So this one's ready to pick and then this one's ready to get picked as well. All right, y'all, so Lord help us because I don't even know how to pick corn off the stalk. Yeah, so y'all probably like, Missy, you are doing it all wrong. Okay, or maybe not. That was kind of easy actually. But I see like this corn is like a partial corn. We're gonna open it. I'm gonna do another video. I'm gonna open these corns up with you guys together. Let me see. It smells like corn. It smells wonderful. I can use this pot, this big pot that Don't Hurt the Harvest gave me. Let me see if this one comes off as easy. Yeah, it was like, take me off, Miss T. Take me off, remove me. My second ear corn. This one is a little longer. And I feel like she is pretty much fully produced. So yay, yay me. Yay me, we got 2 ears of corn. Super duper excited. Okay, so now there's officially nothing left in this pot but some stalks. So I'll be taking this out and then let me show you the other one. There's 4 things of corn in here. These aren't ready yet. Okay, they still got a little bit more time. You can see the husk on them are still kind of new. Even though the leaves are starting to dry out. So I'm gonna give these about another week or so. Yeah, I'll wait for those to dry. Wait for the silks to turn brown. Okay, let me get out the sun with the bad lighting. So here is my red peppers. I've been having this for a while. I've been having this red pepper on here for forever. And a couple of people, content creators, were telling me to, girl, remove that. And I was like, no, it's so pretty. But we're gonna go ahead, since we're harvesting, we're gonna go ahead and try to take her off. She's not just snapping off, so let me grab my little cutters here. Let's see, put her down real quick. Hold on. Drop down and get your eagle on, girl. Here we go. And we got a red pepper. Such a colorful little harvest, And as you can see, I don't know if you guys can see or not. I'll bring you guys back up with me. All right, so I still have, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have about 4 more peppers coming in. 1, 2, 3, and I have a little baby one right there. So I have about 4 more coming in. It's starting to warm up out here. My leaves are getting all wilted, but that's okay. Mama still loves you. Mama still loves you. Add this to my colorful harvest. I'm gonna show you the results. I'm gonna show you guys the results in just a second, as soon as we get done with the tour, okay? we got some nice little harvest. I don't think I showed you guys my fig tree. My fig tree is growing. Don't mind the trash can. Lastly, I have Pumpkin out here. I just let her kind of do her thing. She's growing and whatnot. I think I'm gonna let these get a little bit bigger, and yeah, I'm gonna up pot these some more. I have I have 4 of them in a container, so yeah, we're gonna be up potting that soon. I got a lot of stuff going on over here. Add these to the harvest. Uh-oh, my little stick came off. You know, even though my basil is starting to bolt and I still eat off of her every now and then, she smells wonderful. She smells, so every time I pass that holy basil, I always get a whiff of deliciousness. All right. Turn you guys around one more time because this lighting is kind of bad. Hold on. So your girl has been out here in this YouTube community for a while, and I know a lot of gardeners who say, oh, figs are delicious, figs are great. So I've never had a fig, and a lot of people, every time I say something about a fig, people bring up fig Newtons, which is not the same. But yeah, I decided I found a fig cutting on sale, and yeah, back in July, the beginning of July, Chicago Hardy fig, and I had, when I got it, it was just 2 little leaves on here, but now I have 2, 4, and some more growing in here, and she is just thriving. She loves it here. We love you too. We named her Olivia Newt. Yeah, so that's what we got growing on in the garden. That concludes my tour. So I do appreciate you guys hanging out with me on my harvesting journey. Let's see what all the goodies that we got up in here. We might try to make a dish or something. I don't know. We got a couple ears of corn. We have a red pepper. We got some carrots. We have a little bit of lettuce. So I do appreciate you guys hanging out with me in my beautiful garden out here in Indiana 6B, my container garden. I'm about to re-put my tool up on here, aka my shears, my shear curtains, and run a couple more errands. Your girl also has a newsletter out. I do a lot of traveling, so you guys can get in contact with me on the newsletter and see what I got going on and growing on and all that kind of stuff. It is misstwithat.online. Check it out. Check it out. You'll love it there. It's a monthly newsletter. And with that said, thank you guys so much. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed, so you can check all the progress that I got going on. And with that said, peace and love. I'm about to go in here and get my little harvest together, and I will talk to you later. Bye.
Who got the tea? Miss T. Ooh, I'm sipping on life, we living the dream.